from a shared office to a ground floor suite to a multi-story mega office, and just recently fitting out a custom-built office with doors now. I saw some photos yesterday. He's got doors in this office. And it is enviable in every way. He's a keynote speaker, an office director, a negotiator, and a damn good one at that. He has taught many, I was pointing to you, Joel, many agents within our group the ways of real estate. He has transformed and transformed again, here to share his story with all of us, and more importantly, why it's not all about you. Jarrod Carman.
Thank you. All right, guys, thank you. Can we get everyone up for a second? Just up on your feet. The energy in the room's gone a bit, after lunch, everyone gets a bit funky. Just jump around a little bit, do a bit of a stretch. All right, excellent. Turn to the person next to you, give them a high five or a cuddle, and tell them you love them. I love you, man. I love you, man. All right, say the words, I love you, man. All right, have a seat. Have a seat. All right, now I've spoken at a lot of conferences. I've seen the back end of a lot of conferences. I've been very fortunate to do that. And in my opinion, this has been absolutely amazing. If we can get a round of applause from Maria, Manos, Arthur, and the people who put this together. AV team, you guys, unreal. Really, really cool. I am going to drive the cameraman crazy though, because I move around a lot, all right? I'm going to ask for permission. Can I bare my soul to you guys today? I'm going to really bare my soul, because my story is quite an interesting one. I'll get really, really honest. I'll be raw. You'll see some interesting things. Anyway, let's get on with it. So, real estate. Yeah, I started many, many moons ago. I am an old fella, so you get about to see a 52-year-old bare their soul. Started as a PA. While I was a PA, I negotiated to do my own sales within that. And while I was a PA, I was writing $1 million for the guy I was working for. And then I put on a PA while I was a PA. Grew enormously, left that business, joined the EView group back then. Sorry, I'm losing my voice, by the way. Joined the EView group back then and very quickly went to $1 million performer and was starting to attract people. So we pretty much exploded. Now, I had two people at the top, Ms. Caitlin Broomhall, third in from there. Now, this isn't everyone that's been in our team over time. I've kind of run out of space on the slide, so there are people missing. So Caitlin Broomhall, who is there, where's that flashy thing? Oh, that light, doesn't matter. Caitlin's third in from left at the top. She's been with me for 10 years now. Now, I know you're watching. You're amazing. I love you. She's been extraordinary. We had her, and then Jarrod Joseph, and then Tony, the three at the top. Then we put on Liz and Joel Hood, and we absolutely exploded. We went to 21 people within the space of 12 months. We absolutely went off. We ended up with 41 people at one point. It was crazy. We were writing $7 million. We were winning all sorts of awards, left, right, and centre. It was quite extraordinary. And for someone who didn't think they could be a business owner, I was sort of caught in this, wow, how did I end up here? It was a bit of some moments. I ended up doing some pretty extraordinary things. I went to Arnold Schwarzenegger's house. Oh, hang on, go back. Slow down. Went to Arnold Schwarzenegger's house, spoke at conferences, was asked to come into all these sort of things. We were taking our team out. We would go on these celebratory dinners. We would do everything. I'd take them out shoe shopping. We would give. We're having heaps of fun. It was awesome. It was like the PG version of The Wolf of Wall Street. We had heaps of fun. Do you remember? We'd have like these two basketball things set up in there, and people would be having basketball competitions while they were doing deals on the phone. Be like, yeah, well done, gotta go. Playing basketball, ping pong. It was ping pong championships. Like break away, do a deal, come back to it. It was fun. It was a lot of fun, and we really cared about the people who were there. Loved it, absolutely loved it. We had a really tight knit group of people. It was just so much fun, really enjoyable. Everyone got along really well. Everyone loved each other. There were no real cliques, but then it started to change, and it's probably because of ego, and one person's ego in particular. This guy very much got caught in. Has anyone seen the film Yes Man? Yeah, Jim Carrey, Yes Man. Hilarious. I became the Yes Man. Can you speak at this conference? Yes. Can you do this? Yes. Go and fly to Singapore and speak to a real estate agent and say, yes. I said yes to everything except the Persian wife finder. I didn't do that. But I got very involved and got sucked into a vortex. I really did for a long, long time. And I go back to Matt LaHood. What he was saying was really resonating with you, and I keep looking at you, Hoodie, because the pillar 2, visibility, I wasn't visible in my business anymore. Remember Shah? I wasn't there. I was the ego guy. I was talking about how much success we'd had and how successful we all were, while my team are back there going, where is the guy? I would come home with these amazing ideas. I'd be like, yeah, we're going to get to 500 residential managements in 12 months. We're going to do it. And I'd pin it up on the wall and look at us go. And we'll have a trip to Bali if we get there. And all the new people were like, who the fuck was that guy? I'd come in, be like, yeah, let's do this, and just didn't have the buy-in from the team because I wasn't there. I wasn't visible. I thought I was. I thought I was this amazing leader. I thought I was extraordinary because I did really care deeply about the people that we had. We had 5 out of $7 million performers in a 25,000 home area. We had $5 million performers and emerging ones as well. So out of $7 million performers at the time. We were killing it. We were having heaps of fun. But yes, I got a bit caught in a vortex of just saying yes to everything and trying to grow multiple businesses, and I forgot about the people who were most important to me. And I was talking shit. I was coaching people. You should have seen my calendar. It was obscene. My calendar was booked out for hours a day of coaching clients and then trying to do appraisals and then trying to meet with the team and then here, there and everywhere and flying all over the place. And the people that meant the most to me, I wasn't looking after. I would get home to see my family. I'd be so exhausted, my poor wife, so exhausted, I'd fall asleep reading books to my kids. The people that mattered the most, I let go. I let them down. Shit happens though. And all this time, so I'm actually losing my voice, I'm not getting teary. All this time, I was in a lot of pain as well because I'd had a back injury. I'd had back surgery. Not back surgery, I'd had nerve root blocks. I broke my back snowboarding. I was a bit of a mess. And all this sort of stuff happens to you. I was on some massive painkillers. I would turn up to appraisals, and at one point, it was really, really bad. I was on, anyone had endone? Pretty powerful stuff, right? I was on endone, Palexia, at the same time, and chucking a cocktail of Valium. Why not? I was on 3 at the same time. So I'd walk into appraisals and walk out and go, I don't really remember what I said. Some of them, I get the listings, and I'm like, yeah, I actually got a lot of listings. But my business did suffer a lot, and I suffered a lot, and the people around me suffered a lot. My wife put up with a lot. I was just always in pain, and I just was not at myself. I was never at my best. I didn't feel I was ever at my best. And pain's an awful thing. Has anyone been through pain or health issues? Yeah, you've broken your back as well, been through chronic pain issues. Ange isn't here today. But it overtakes your life a little bit. And I was battling through it, and I thought I was being a good leader, and I was trying my best. I was doing my absolute best, trying to inspire people. And shit happens in your life. I think if anything today, my talk's an hour and a half I'm going to try and do in 25 minutes. I'll talk really fast. If anything today, mine's a cautionary tale of what not to do and what to do as well. All right. So you've heard some amazing speakers over the last couple of days giving you some amazing tools to use. Mine's going to be story-based to tell you, yeah, maybe don't do that. Because shit happens in your life, doesn't it just? Now, this photo's up there because it's very symbolic for me. That was obviously in November 2022. You can tell it's November because I've got a really ridiculous mustache. So bad. It's huge. And I was into recycling stuff at the time. It was upscaling. So I made this table myself. I was really proud of myself. It was midnight on the 4th of November or whatever it was. I went to bed, midnight, woke up at 4 o'clock to my wife's phone going absolutely off its head. My wife is English. So I thought it was all her relatives sending a text message. I'm like, what the hell's going on? She had an SES app on her phone that was just pinging. It was going crazy every few seconds. Blah, 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 blah. So I woke up and I'm like, Soph, what's going on? Who's texting you? And I put my foot down on the floor. And that's wet. That's weird. And I had a litre of water by the bed. So I picked up the litre of water and it was actually full. I thought I might have knocked it over. waking up, put my second foot on the floor and went, hang on, there's water on top of my foot. What the My house was underwater, my house was flooding. So this was just after we'd bought an office. I'd bought an office, decided to change the brand, totally turned my life upside down, and then it got turned upside down even more. The house was underwater. Anyone else's? Josh mentioned that parents' house flooded. Awful experience. That apart from fire, I think is one of the worst experiences when you live in a house. We were also going through some challenges with our children. My daughter had a young baby, which is awesome, so cool. And my other daughter was going through some really hard times. It was, had had some bullying issues in the past and decided that an eating disorder was a good way to try and treat things. So we had some challenges at the time. So we then we came out of our house, which was destroyed. We'd renovated half of it. That was the half that hadn't been renovated. And the half that flooded was the renovated half. Yes, it was awesome. So then we decided to renovate the whole lot. Anyway, so that was 13 months, project that forward, while I'm trying to change the brand, run the business, deal with staff and all the other stuff. That if you're running a business, how many business owners do we have? Yeah. How many people have tried to build a house before, at the same time trying to run a business? You've got kids as well. It's pretty full on, right? But it's just, that's life. Shit happens. So you've got to pick yourself up and keep going with it. We were living in caravans and tents in our backyard because we couldn't get a rental because there were 200 houses in the area that had flooded. Dom, yours was one of them. We had a settlement due the next week. It was out of control. I was dealing with stuff on the phone. Anyway, so stuff happens. Stuff happens in your life. You can either curl up in a ball and sook about it or pick yourself up and keep going. So I kept going. And then, of course, more shit happens. So that was November. We'd finally got into a house. We got a beautiful house in Mount Eliza. Life was great. Everything was back in control, smooth. Back issues were okay. And then one morning, I got up and I'd walk partway through the house and I sneezed. Normal sneeze. Anybody be okay? Not for Jarrod Carman, no. I hit the deck and was squealing like a pig that'd just been stuck in the neck. I was making sounds that I don't know where they were coming from. My children were all around me going, what? My back was so bad that after the surgeon operated, so I'd already had a procedure, blah, blah, blah. The surgeon had operated, he came in and he said, Jarrod, when I cut you open, a piece of your back just came out, like a chunk about this big, came out. So what had been happening for the last 18 years of pain I was in, it would look okay in a scan, and then they'd scan it again, and it'd be out, it'd be touching up against the nerve, and then they'd look at it again later on, and it'd be fine. So apparently this piece had just been floating around in my back for years, so I'd touch the nerve, I'd hit the deck, and I'd be out. So I was living on painkillers for 18 years when I should have had surgery years before. Was I pissed off? Yeah, a little bit, but that's life. Again, it happens. So all of that, I was trying to do appraisals. Classic. I was trying to do appraisals lying down. I had 3 months off last year, trying to do appraisals, and I wondered why all they could see was a chin lying down on a computer screen. Why did you choose Adrian Calcedo? Not better than me. Because you're a chin on the screen and you can't get up and do anything. So after 3 months off, I had to have 3 months off, I went travelling. I actually said to my wife at one point, I was in so much pain. We'd gone travelling, we'd just been to Crete, had an amazing time. Thanks. And I said to my wife, if this is my life, I want to end it. I just couldn't deal with the pain anymore. I was over it, so over it. But shit happens too, you have to get up and keep going. Now the team that I had, the people I had around me who weren't even on the screen, I realised it's not about me. It's about the people around you. So it's not about you. You can't go on sooking or you can't find excuses no matter where you've come from. There are so many people around the world that are in worse positions than us. Asha talked about it. She's going overseas to build houses for people. They don't have running water. In the 1950s here, we didn't have hot water. They don't have hot water in the Philippines to have showers. We are so blessed, we are so fortunate here, yet we get stuck in our own little worlds. We get stuck in the comfort that we have and the things and I just want a new Ferrari, or I want this. We get stuck in that consumerist nonsense. It's really important as real estate agents that we understand it's not about us as an individual. It's not about your misery. It's not about the high times. Celebrate the people around you. and look after the people around you. If we all looked after each other around us and did things to help other people around us, what a beautiful world it would be. It'd be amazing, wouldn't it? But we've all been trained. People have been trained to become individual, fight against each other consumerists. We saw nothing worse than during COVID. A thing that could have pulled us all together, but instead pushed us all apart. Don't talk to your neighbours. Don't go and see each other. We became absolute arseholes. People were so, don't look at me. I have hay fever really badly. Sneeze in a supermarket. Wow. These people scatter during COVID. It was hilarious. Anyway, so I think as an industry we can do better to pull each other in, help each other out. Your competitors, if they're good people, help them out. You saw me yesterday sitting on stage with a kid who's an absolute gun, who's going to do really well. I want him to do well. I want to facilitate that because it improves the industry. It means I have to get better. When we had $5 million performers in our office, do you reckon I could sook about anything? No, I had to get better. I tried to drop my fee on one thing, I remember that. I dropped my fee against Joel, and what an embarrassment. You loser. That's all I had was to drop my fee? Nah. And I walked in the office, and there was a guy with his pants pulled down, a picture of a guy with his pants pulled down. JC. Do you remember that? Gold. Absolute gold. And as a leader, instead of going, oh, fucking it's dropping up, I went, you're right, dead set right, not good enough. Wasn't good enough. How do I do that? You improve. We had such a good culture there. It was like pick on the boss, give a shit. I loved it. Right? So there's got to be something bigger than you as an individual. Right? If you look after people around you, if you actually care about the people around you, you'll do really well. That's why I love the company that I joined, because people actually genuinely care about each other. Somebody said something to me last night, where are you? You're right there. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Help each other, encourage each other, love each other. If anything you get from this is that. All right. We've been sucked into consumerism. We've been sucked into selfish pursuits and self-pursuits. But as humans, when we do things for other people, it actually releases beautiful chemicals in our body, dopamine. Now, my background's psychology, for those of you who don't know. Was off to do an honours and a master's and whatever else. Master's and a PhD, didn't do it. But when you do things for others, it releases dopamine into the blood. It actually makes us feel good. You'll do more for other people than you will for yourself. Who'd do more for their kids and jump in front of a bus for the children than they would themselves? 100%. If you love the people around you and you feel really close-knit to them, you jump in front of a bus for them too. Trust me. Heroes, people like to do that. They want to help other people. It's amazing because they feel good doing it. It's awesome. Happiness and well-being, and that's where we talk in 3 weeks' time. If you can get on a plane and come to Bali, do it, or come to Crete. Amazing next time. It has zero correlation with being successful. Who's had a scenario where they've bought a new car and they've finally got the Mercedes-Benz and they're sitting in it 2 weeks later going, why do I feel like a failure? I've got so much success, but I'm not happy. I'm not fulfilled. Because the car didn't fulfill you, you bonehead. I had exactly that experience. Consumerism, the modern world that we live in, it's not the answer and it doesn't create happiness. It just doesn't. And I've gotten sucked into it. I've been guilty of it. It's been a push for consumerism. We've got to get past it because it's very negative. As a species, as humans, we don't feel good. Read the book Tribe. It's a fantastic book. Has anyone read that? Sebastian Junger, Tribe. One person in the room. Oh, man. Download the book and read it. Tribe. Really good stories in it. Amazing. And they go on about self-determination theory. As humans, when we feel our best, we feel best when we're competent at something, when we're really, really good at something. Now, this doesn't take into account personality types and all that sort of stuff, but when we feel competent at what we do, we're authentic in our lives, we're doing good work with great people, and connected to others, we feel a sense of fulfillment. When you have a purpose, when you know what you're doing it for, when you actually understand your why, you feel amazing. It's enlightening. And that's where having goals inside your business, having a target, having all that sort of stuff has to be tied to a deeper reason as to why. You can't just go, yeah, I want more money. What does that mean? What do you mean you want more money? I want financial freedom. Yeah, but what does that mean? What's underneath that? What drives you? What are your values? What's important to you? What's really important to you? What are you doing? Going to do? Where is he? To do. I love this statement. The modern world has dragged a hominoid into being an overfed, malnourished, sedentary, sunlight depleted, sleep deprived, competitive, inequitable, and socially isolated environment with dire consequences. When we feel alone, humans, their health really suffers. Depression kicks in, all that sort of stuff. If you surround yourself with people, and I'm surrounded by the most beautiful people, straight down the camera at you guys, because I hope you're watching. The people in my team, we all have each other's back 100%, and I love them. I've created a team now that is much smaller. I've gone from a huge business, well, I think I consider it a huge business for me, 41 people, to now I'm just an EBU, I'm an EBU business. We changed the branding to be boutique. That is it. We grow our rent roll. That's our focus right now. I've surrounded myself with people who are really, really beautiful people. Right, the thing you can be really selfish about is having a clicker that wants to listen to you. There you go. Cool. Can be selfish. Being selfish is not such a bad thing, but you've got to understand that you're there to help and serve other people. I'm here to serve people. I'm here to serve you all today. I want someone to get something from this. Even one person goes, that was awesome, I'm going to change. Be selfish by looking after yourself physically. All right? If you're not, I've been there, if you're not physically able to get up and perform at your best, then you can't help other people, can you? So really work on your health. I plan on being here for a really long time. I'm going to drive my kids crazy. I'm going to be a 100-year-old pain in the ass. Bring it on. But in that time, I want people to walk away from any interaction with me going, that was a positive, not, wow, what a drainer. That guy really pissed me off. Any interaction with my clients, with my team, with anybody in my life. You can really impact people in real estate, but only if you're physically fit, healthy, and you've got the mindset right. When you do that, it not only benefits your health and your well-being, but the health and well-being of others. Planet of billions of people, why can't we help each other a little bit more? Because when you help someone, you actually feel a lot better in yourself too. It's humans, it's how we're wired. There are some bad people out there, absolutely. But I think if there's good in your heart and you are there to facilitate and serve, and your clients, be there for them as a servant. I'm not there for the money. I'm there to serve them. I'm there to give them the best possible service I can because I want anybody, regardless of what their stature is in society, how much they have, what they do, I want them to have an amazing experience and feel that what we've given them is a lovely experience, but love as well. All right, forget about the dollars. Be there as a servant. And come together as a tribe of not just a collective of people that work in an industry can do amazing things. Aisha, are you here today? Where is she? No, she's gone. I think anyone that wants to get onto that Indonesia trip, I want to go there as well and build houses over there. We can give so much back, so much more back as individuals. But come together as a tribe, join a business, get associated with someone or something, or a group of people that actually make you feel amazing and that you're contributing back to them as well. I love you all. I love you, man. I'm going to cut it as quickly as possible because we are going to run out of time today. So I really appreciate the last couple of days. I've learned a lot. It's been amazing for me as well. And I really, really appreciate that you've all taken your time to come out for a couple of days to learn and to better the industry and to better yourselves. So thank you so much.